was an undergraduate at Stanford, my undergraduate thesis advisor had a big impact on me, and he encouraged me to go into graduate school. I went against his advice, and after I graduated, I went and worked at Goldman Sachs. At Goldman Sachs, I started at New York but quickly asked to be transferred to Tokyo, which is where my family still lived and I'm from. And it was great because it's a relatively small office and I learned a ton. I worked with capital markets people. After a while though, I realized that my advisor was right. I really loved doing research and I loved the life of being a professor. And I went back and got my PhD in economics. I studied impact funds, which is a kind of venture capital funds, but with the dual objective of both financial return and either social or environmental impact. Among the investors who choose to invest in impact funds, they are willing to accept, relative to traditional VC funds, about 2 to 3% a year lower financial return in expectation. So I think the significance of this finding is that more and more investors have a more complex objective where they want to balance financial well-being with the actual impact or outcome of your investment decisions for the greater, broader society and the environment. After graduate school, my first appointment as professor was at the Wharton School at University of Pennsylvania. California beckoned me back. In 2009, I started my appointment here at UC Davis. I teach a core finance class in the MBA program. I love teaching this class because I get to meet everyone in the cohort. I want to teach people why finance matters, regardless of your specialization. Finance is the lifeblood of every business project, so ultimately you need to prove that you're adding value to the business by measuring the financial net cash flow impact of your project. Success in business can sound intimidating and very competitive when the environment is more collaborative and you're encouraged to speak, you're more likely to grow. And I can say that at GSM, our culture is 100% collaboration, and that makes the business education more accessible to anyone from any background because of that culture that we have. Food is very important to me. I'm a big cook, I'm a baker. That's also another thing that I love about GSM and UC Davis is we are very food-based. I'm always looking forward to like the next big meal I'm cooking, and so right now the next one that I'm looking forward to is the Thanksgiving. I have a daughter in college, so I'm looking forward to seeing her come home and cook that big turkey and make from scratch pumpkin pie.